Hello, Shadi.
Hello, hello.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What do you think for leaders is a must-have in today's world amidst uncertainty and incredibly fast-paced change? What do you think is a must-have in terms of their perspective versus an okay or nice to have?
Yeah. Look, a lot of leaders nowadays, they call themselves strategic. But unfortunately, if you look at their activities and what they do, they're more on a conventional way. They're not really thinking on a strategic way or even acting in a strategic way. They're more conventional. And amidst the uncertainty we're currently living through, and I think we're going to live through this for a long period of time. It's not going to be like a matter of a year or two. So we had COVID, we still have COVID, and then we have new wars coming in. We have different challenges that are that organization leaders are faced with. So the conventional thinking does not help us anymore.
And what
And
do you mean
therefore,
by conventional thinking?
conventional thinking is that when we react to the situation, when let's say the price of oil goes up, oh, what are we going to do now? Instead of like thinking in terms of, okay, fine, the price of oil is going up. It might stay at this level. It might go down. It might even go higher. What can I do on the longer term? So instead of being always impacted by this fluctuation of oil prices that has been going on for a while, what can I do in a strategic way in the future so that I can shield myself from this? So that's the difference between a conventional way of leading and a more strategic way of leading. In addition to that, we can also add is that unfortunately, the system that we're in, whereby organization leader, they need to report on a quarterly basis to the stock market and all of this to say, how are we doing? It pushes them to think shorter term rather than longer term. And that's why organizational leaders, even if themselves they're not able to think on a strategic way and a longer term way, they need to have a core team that is capable of doing that and feed through the decision making process. And that's, for me, if I look at it, is a must have in this current environment and moving forward, if and only if organizational leaders are really concerned about the long term sustainability of the organization that they're managing or leading.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And doesn't conventional also mean doing what people always do?
Yeah.
It's like the traditional thing, you do this and then you do this, and
Yeah.
CEO is supposed to do that, but not that. And it's like keeping people in like a fixed way of being without able or even considering, well, what could I do? You know, what are the options?
100%. And if we look at the just the pandemic that we're still going through, but at the early stages of it, organization leaders, they just open the MBA textbook and it says, oh, in face of situations, I need to drop cost. Drop cost. Let me look at my balance sheet. Which item has the highest cost? Oh, salaries. Okay, let me slash resources. So this was like a conventional way of doing it, of thinking about the situation and acting accordingly and reacting actually in this case. So versus another one that looks at it from a strategic way is as, okay, hold on. Today I might be losing money, but on the longer run, if I fire my employees, for me to hire them again, this is going to cost money, it's going to cost issues with my clients, it's going to cost time, it's going to cost a lot of disturbance, knowledge that is going to be squandered, all of it. So this is where
people are hurt also.
And people, of course. So this is where we start really looking at it, is that we need to move away. And actually, I'm sorry to say it this way, that conventional leaders are predictable. That's a problem. So being predictable, meaning your competition knows your next move without you even doing it. They know how you're going to be acting in face of any situation. Versus if we need to move ourselves from that predictability mode, we need to go more on the strategic level. And by strategic, we need to elevate ourselves. And this is where we can, for those that are interested, they can tap into our tool, one of the toolkits that we call the wisdom toolkits, that allows you to take a step back and see things from a totally different lens through using a different mindset. And that mindset alone can help you move from what we call conventional way of leading to a more strategic way of leading that can ensure a long-term sustainability and create different dynamics for the organizational team.
Yeah, and also amidst a disruption. I mean, that's why
Mhm.
disruptors come and
Yeah.
eat up other companies in
Yeah.
completely different industries, and
Yeah.
everyone's shocked.
Yeah.
But how can you be shocked after so many disruptions? You know, for
Yeah.
now, it's like it's normal. So
Mhm.
it should be normal to be able to say, oh, wait, this company acts like us as a back office,
Mhm.
but one day they may just say, we don't, you know, we can do that business altogether and just grow like that. So I think
Yeah.
that's another reason
Yeah.
to be, you know, really to be cognizant of the strategic viewpoint.
Yeah, 100%. So this is why moving away from conventional thinking to more strategic thinking is key. And
Mhm.
if you want to know more about it, please reach out, and we'll be more than happy to discuss it. But that's going to be the underlying competitive advantage for
Yeah.
any organizational leader moving
Yeah,
forward.
absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.